it takes a little while to work through, to get the connection to the higher self. But when those energies come in, for me, it just provides a vortex or a way of clearing karma that isn't possible just in ourselves, or at least not at that speed. And it may be because we're just not whole. If you're not doing it with a connection to the higher self, if you're just feeling stuff kind of in here and processing it, a lot of the time for me it seems to go round in circles. But if you include the higher self, not as a separate entity, but as part of you, so there's a bigger you with all the different levels of divinity, and you are the physical bit at the bottom of that, and the earth as a person below you, then for me that is whole. And in that relationship, then for me there's a deeper healing available. And they're just, when that comes in, I feel it for myself when I do it for myself, but when I feel that in the group, because I'm clairsentient or whatever, I feel what is happening through the group. Just this, I know when we're coming up and to start saying channeling, because I just feel this deep, deep tiredness in myself. And then I because it's the pressure of people's karma coming to a point to leave, and I let the channel, oh my, thank God, and it just goes up. And I feel that at a group level, the pressure of the group disappears and this channel comes in. And I think it's that connection, not that we're bringing in something different, something higher. We become part of that. And then in that balancing backwards and forwards, that karma can be gone. Because in a way, in that dynamic, it is no longer trauma. It is no longer these terrible things. It kind of becomes food. The karma we're holding on to in ourselves is the karma that is missing in the higher self. It's the stuff that we haven't been willing to share with the higher parts of us. So we're holding on to something that the higher parts of us are missing. So by letting go of that into the higher self are being benefited by this karma going back to them. And we are being benefited by letting it go there. So for me, it's not like, oh, I'm channeling something else. I am becoming whole. And within that wholeness, there's a balancing of the little me and the big me. And for me, it's as beneficial to the higher self as it is to us. And they want that. It's like food. And it's not like, oh, I'm getting rid of something, or not when it happens for me. And it's always been hard for me in the past, because when I'm working, I just feel everything. I mean, a lot of healers can kind of turn it off or not get affected or somehow push it away. For me, it's always just gone directly in, and I have to let it out through my higher self. So and everyone says, oh no, you've got to do this, you've got to protect yourself, put a mirror up, do this, do that. It just doesn't work for me, you know. I just have to let be whatever. And I find it easier. I find that I can do my work online manyfold better than in person, because it doesn't get to me. I can be with the channel, I can feel it, but it doesn't go into me. I can feel it releasing from people and going home, but I can channel in a way that I can't channel when I'm in a room full of people. So for me, it's much more beneficial to be able to work in this way. Maybe at a later stage, I'll be able to do that. But at the minute, this is perfect for me. But how it happens for me is, it's not like it releases out of me, it goes out. That doesn't happen with me. I've become used to having to let it release right into me. It's a bit like, although I can't let those terrible things get right to the middle of me. But you just let them in, until when they hit the spine or they hit the center line, suddenly that which was painful or an injury or karma or something becomes fuel for my spiritual evolution. It lights up. For me, some people it goes up through their center line. For me, it works through my spine. And I can feel my spine adjusting and melting as that karma releases through. And I can feel, it's not like the higher self is taking on some big burden. I feel they want it. That's what they've been missing. It's like having a partner that hasn't been talking to you. You want to know what's going on. It's like someone's been keeping secrets. And a lot of these traumas, it's not like you have to share it with another person. And it's not like you just have to share it within yourself, little me. You have to share it with big you. And then that is a profound sharing. And then that isn't just on an emotional level. The physical things can get better. Your spine can strengthen. You see where my head is? That thing behind me hasn't changed. I was shorter before. And as it, not only have my spine been straightening, but I've been pulling up straighter as the energies go through, more and more just pulling up. So there's something about holographic breathing that allows that and activates that. I felt that from the very beginning. I thought, oh my God, I've got this connection with God. And that I could share things. And it really was like, it was just the things that and to share them a lot of time, you have to be willing to feel them. It's like you can't share stuff that you're not, share stuff energetically that you're not willing to feel. So a lot of it is so deep, especially from past lives, you don't even know that it's there. So allowing things to come full, allowing yourself to feel them at a speed that is comfortable to feel them. But it doesn't stop there. Allowing that and you to speak and let that go into the higher self. So it's not just feeling, being willing to say, look, this shit happened to me. Look at this in its wonderful splendor. And they go, wow, thank God for that. Yes, we wanted to know. We wanted to feel that. That's been missing from our realm. So you don't have to think like, if you were giving it to another person, it might be a burden. But to the higher self, to the divine beings, it's not a burden. They get to feel something of earth. We are the ground to earth for them. Our karma is holding us on earth. It's not just our connection to the earth. If we've worked through all of our karma, we will just die. We will just float off. There's no reason for us to be there. So that karma gives those a connection to the earth. And if you just keep that isolated to yourself, then they lose out as well. So what I'm trying to say is good for everyone. It's a win-win. All right.